Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So a lot of stuff to talk about on Teen Wolf this week. So what I'm going to do is, because I missed last week, I'm going to combine episode 8 and episode 9 in this video. I'm going to do a quick run through of the biggest stuff from episode 8 and then just do episode 9 like I usually do my videos. I feel like the last couple of weeks have really shown why MTV chose not just to renew it for season 5, but for a full 20 episodes. So careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the episodes yet, but starting with episode 8 commentary. My oh shit panic moment from the episode was really Derek losing his powers. We're a little past halfway in the season and we still have no idea what's going on with Kate and what she did to him. I totally hate that it's destroying him, but I love the Derek that he's turning into. So think back to seasons 1 and 2 Derek. He was a total dick. He is so much cooler now. He's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi big brother to everyone, so much more sympathetic. Tyler Hoechlin is definitely going to make everybody cry a lot before the season finale. He's not dying or anything, he's coming back for season 5. The show's not getting rid of him, despite what the Banshee predicted. I don't think he's hit rock bottom yet. Things are still going to get worse, but if he does have to get his ass handed to him, at least he's got Brayden, which was a great sex scene, by the way. It wasn't HBO levels of skin, but I am really happy to see them together. I also love the way that they paired his sex scene visually with that table full of guns. There is so much imagery there. I could spend like 6 videos talking about that, which actually leads me to the big Benefactor reveal. It's a Banshee. Only they can confirm death without seeing a body. And then there's Scott's death sequence. That was actually pretty cool. It wasn't quite as trippy as the ones during season 3, but I like the way that it used Liam. I think it's Scott's unconscious mind just processing his fears. Like, he has alpha powers, but I don't think that gives him straight up foresight like Lydia has. So it's not like he's predicting that Liam's going to die. It's just like his wolf spidey sense is going off and he has all these normal fears that are just interacting inside his dream state. Lydia's grandmother didn't quite end up the way I expected, but I'll talk more about that whenever I get to episode 9. Malia kind of got pushed to the side a little bit, although I did like her Peter scene. It wasn't quite what I expected either, but I feel like she's coming back to the pack. I feel like we just know that. Like, there's no way that she's going to leave the pack for good. I had hoped that her scene with Peter was going to be something just crazy diabolical, like he was going to get all Shakespearean and Loki on her. I am really interested in the new mystery about her mother. I actually thought that Peter had an affair with Henry Tate's wife, but turns out her biological mother is someone totally different, with apparently some coyote-leaning tendencies. That's actually pretty adorable. Let me know in the comments though, do you think that we're going to meet her mother this season, or are they going to wait till season 5 to do that reveal? Overall, episode 8 was a solid B+. Great character development for Derek, nice seeding of new plot lines with Malia's mother and Lydia's grandmother. Kira did kind of feel like she got pushed to the side though, or pushed into a corner, even though her powers were a critical part of the plan. I think this season, the lacrosse scenes have actually been where she's really shined. Okay, so moving on to episode 9. So I'm going to do my top 5 moments just like I normally do in my review. So just once again, careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet. I'll wait just a second. Okay, ready? Here we go. Number 5, Parrish on fire. This was probably my favorite moment in general and the perfect opening to an episode. I just made it my number 5 because I wanted to talk about it first. They didn't even bother to explain things in great detail, but it doesn't matter. The title of the episode was Perishable. It says it all. And fun fact, by the way, that deputy that was setting him on fire is actually Lou Ferrigno's son in real life. He's the son of the Hulk. The son of the Hulk is a villain, which totally makes sense. Dissecting what Parrish is, I think he's either a twist on a creature that we've seen before or something totally new that the show's bringing in. I don't think he's just a copy of someone else in the pack. Part of this season has been about expanding the mythology of the show with all these new creatures. We've got werewolves, lightning kitsunes, banshees, wendigos, and now whatever Parrish is. So here's actually a quick list of mythical creatures that are resistant to fire. There's fire kitsunes. Kira's actually a lightning kitsune, but fire is the other kind. There's dragons, phoenixes, jinn, firebirds, chimera, salamander. Just to explain that one, in ancient Greek, the word for salamander means being that lives in fire and withstands high temperatures. And then there's capri, fire giants, charufe, and fire serpents. So of all those things, I think it's more likely that he's a fire kitsune or a phoenix. If you look at the way Kira's powers work, she absorbs electrical discharge. I don't know if she can be burnt by electricity, but I don't think so. Which makes me think that Parrish is a phoenix because it looked like he burnt in the fire and then regenerated himself. It's possible they could reveal what he is in the next episode. The title is monstrous, so that implies that, it's going to be dealing with his headspace a little bit. Either way, I'm really happy that he's working inside the pack now. I think it just means that he's going to be an official member of the pack during season 5. Please don't die, Parrish. We want you back. I think the idea of Parrish as a phoenix works really well with the theme of this season. It's all about death. What if someone actually has to die in order to solve the problem? Like, Parrish's powers of resurrection are going to be critical to this season. Derek totally thinks he's gonna die, so what if Parrish can bring him back to life? Let's all hope that that's the case, but I don't think that his powers, whatever they end up being, are just going to be some throwaway thing, like something interesting. I think it's going to be critical to the plot this season. But moving on to number 4, Lydia's grandmother is explained. I was totally expecting her to end up being the benefactor. You know, her background in tech was a nice twist, but I really appreciated that they took the time to give her a very detailed backstory, like a very rich history. Visually, the way they showed those flashbacks was so amazing, just with Lydia walking in and out of the scenes. Usually when they do a scene like that that's shot in a really cool way, they post it online at some point so you can see how they did it from behind the scenes for anyone that's interested in filmmaking. Jeff Davis, whenever he's tweeting about the episode, is actually really good about posting behind the scenes pictures. But moving on to number 3, Liam goes totally crazy. He's having his Jack Nicholson Shining arc, like where he slowly goes crazier and crazier. All work and no play make Liam a dull beta. They will have to resolve this at some point because he was trying to drown himself in alcohol at that party, despite not being able to get drunk because of the healing factor. He and Wolverine could totally have a great conversation about trying to get drunk. Just to be clear though, all those printers were printing the Deadpool list to everywhere in Beacon Hills. Like everywhere there was a printer, there was a list being printed out. I do wonder what made Liam jump to $18 million though. I think that everyone's values changed a little bit, but why is Liam so much higher than everyone else's now? I think it means that he's just going to turn out to be more connected to the Benefactor than we think. Like he's going to be more connected to Meredith. But moving on to number 2, the shitstorm of a bonfire party. I love the way they set this up with Parrish, just making us think that something weird was going to happen and everyone was going to drop at the same time. It was just foreshadowing that the team was going to go after the pack and try to take them down all at once. I think they were just playing some high-pitched tone that only werewolves could hear, and that was what was stupefying them. I feel like the whole bonfire was supposed to be the logical breaking point of the episode, like the oh shit moment, but it totally got upstaged by the big Benefactor reveal at the end. And moving on to my number 1 WTF moment, of course, Meredith is the Benefactor. There was actually a whole lot going on during the Eichen House portion of the episode. The reveal was just the biggest part of that. I love Brunsky's tapes. I bet if you bribed him, he would totally make you a badass mixtape. I can only imagine what bands that he'd put on it though. That's actually a good question for you guys. What tracks do you think that Brunsky would put on a mixtape? Like what are his favorite bands? He seems like the kind of guy that would listen to a lot of classic rock, like he's stuck in the past, like music that he listened to when he was in high school. I really love the twist that he was only helping Meredith, but I'm kind of worried that this whole Benefactor thing is going to turn out to be a simple revenge plot. Like that's my biggest fear. And when I say that, I mean Meredith getting revenge on everyone for what happened to her. It feels like it would be a big letdown after all the time they spent teasing this out. So many interesting things going on here though. I love that they let Brunsky be like this super complex character and then just killed him right away. Like it was like, we're gonna kill you, but we're gonna let you be super interesting before we do it. He said he was helping the inmates by killing them. I wonder if it's because of some weird creepy religious belief or if he was just out of his mind. If any of you guys watch Game of Thrones, The Faceless Men in A Song of Ice and Fire, I spent a video talking about it this weekend. They actually view murder as a sacrament to their god. So whenever they kill someone, it's like they're performing a religious rite. He was so great as a creepo on the show. Peter is going to have to get like super extra creepy to fill that void now. Wouldn't it be funny if Peter became the new caretaker at Eichen House? I would totally buy that. That seems like a job that he would have. It seems like the whole Benefactor operation was localized to Eichen House though. Like Meredith was only using people from Eichen House or extorting them to help her. It does make you wonder though, are there other people helping her outside of Eichen House? Probably not Kate and Peter, just because they seem like they have their own agendas. Like they have their own side plot, and then each of them within that plot has their own side plot. Like plots within plots within plots. That totally seems like a Peter thing to do, like have a plot within a plot. If you remember that Jennifer line from the end of 3A, wherever Peter walks up and kills her, she said, you know, somehow people die all around you, but you always end up on top. I feel like that's going to be the case this season. No matter who dies, Peter is going to end up on top. But let me know in the comments, why do you think that Meredith started the Deadpool list? Why does she want to kill all these supernatural creatures in Beacon Hills? Is it a simple revenge plot, or is it something way more complex? I have so got my fingers crossed that it is not just a simple revenge plot. Overall, I gave the episode an A- just for making Parrish one of the most interesting characters on the show right now, and for not waiting to pay off the Benefactor reveal. There's always a risk in waiting too long to reveal your big villain. Like now we get 3 full episodes with Meredith being this cackling, crazy villain on screen, and it's going to be so much fun. I wonder if they learned their lesson last season with waiting too long to reveal Jennifer in 3A, and then Nagitsune Styles in 3B. I would have liked to see a lot more of Styles being a supervillain, going crazy all over everyone. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like finding out who the villain is in the middle of a season, or do you like it when they wait till the end? I think that revealing them earlier just lets you have a lot more fun with them, but I can understand not wanting to show them right away. All in all, this season has just gotten better and better with each episode. All the characters are getting way more complex, way more interesting. They've got a lot of interesting side plot lines that they can continue on to season 5. And Lacrosse, like the return of Lacrosse has been so much fun, especially Kira being on the Lacrosse team. Right now, the wiki is listing the remaining 3 episodes as airing each week with no breaks. Episode 10 is Monstrous. I'm hoping that means they'll explain Parrish. Episode 11 is A Promise to the Dead, so hopefully that will explain the rest of Meredith's backstory. And they haven't revealed the title for the finale, probably because it's something spoilery. So quick announcements, really important stuff going on this week. Doctor Who is back this Saturday. If you're not watching it yet, you should totally pick it up. I've done a whole bunch of beginner explainer videos if you're not sure what's going on. It is the most fun science fiction you will ever watch. You won't regret it. And I'm doing a ton of videos for it this season like I did for Game of Thrones. I'm also moving to a new apartment next week, and no, it does not look like Derek's loft, although that would be pretty cool. I will do a room tour video after I move into my new place, so I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be a lot of fun. So in the meantime, you guys can click here to start getting ready for Doctor Who, and you can click here for last week's Teen Wolf. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tonight. High fives.